Hello everybody, welcome here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's video, we're finally setting out for the Akkala Research Tech Lab. So, we could go this way and try going beyond those mountains, but I think I'm actually going to try sticking to the road for the most part in this area, so we'll be heading towards the Bashkala Shrine instead. It's been a little while since we've been in this area. Unless you've recently watched the Dueling Peaks Korok episode. We'll be going over this direction, and hopefully we'll be able to find something of importance in this area. Maybe sort of, kind of, perhaps. I already know the answer, but I'm keeping it in suspense. There's a couple of treasure chests hidden across these ruins over here. Some of them are DLC only, so you can explore those ruins if you want to look for them. We are not going to be looking for DLC treasure chests at the moment because I'd like to explore a little bit more of the world before we go out looking for those. So we'll be going over this direction, and somewhere around here should be something interesting. Hopefully, eventually, we'll get there someday. I probably should have brought my horse with me, but you know what? There's a treasure chest right here. Why not? Let's go fight these guys. Let's destroy you. I barely had time to notice us. Alright, we're in there. Moblins are not nice. These aren't moblins, these are mokoblins. Same basic thing. I'm a monster. No particular reason why I went for this one. I just saw this treasure chest and knew it was going to drive me crazy if I didn't go collect it. Ooh, opal! I just saw a lot of opal in the previous recording session, so yay, we're slowly getting them back. Hooray! And we're moving over here, going beyond the Alden Bridge. If you watched the Korok Seed video, there was a acorn right there. That's not proper grammar. I should have said an acorn, but whatever. We can see that there's another stable over here. I'm gonna shield surf my way down here. Might be a good idea to go grab another shield at some point. But we've now reached the Riverside stable. Welcome to our fine stable. Do you want to register a horse? Take one out for a ride? How can I help? I want a pony. Do I want to take waffles with it? No, why would I even question that? So now that we've found that stable, I'm gonna take care of the side. I'm gonna take care of the shrine real quick, so that we'll be able to warp back here whenever we need to. Wahgo Katta Shrine. Wahgo kind of sounds like Wombo from SpongeBob. I Wombo, you Wombo. He, she, we, Wombo. Wombology? The study of Wombo? It's first grade, SpongeBob. I was just looking over my notes for this side, for the shrine, and in my notes all I wrote was Wogology? The study of Wahgo? It's first grade. I wrote that like years ago. Anyway, this shrine is a pretty fun one. So what we want to do, first of all, there is a treasure chest over here. And inside, what could it be? Ember! Yay, Ember! So there's a couple metallic thingies that we can do here. I am very tempted to eat something so that I can restore my heart, but I've already said several times throughout the series that if you're this close to the end of a shrine, don't eat anything because it's going to waste the food, and I want to actually follow my advice for once. Alright, we'll move the cubes over here. It's the cube of Rubik. One more to go. Here, metallic cube. Here, cube. Here's a cute little cube. Here's a cute little cube. Or maybe you're a box. Maybe you're a box. You're a box boy! Ah! We found the sequel to Box Boy! There's already been plenty of those, so I don't know why after that, but anyway. We go over here. No, 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 no! That fairy! No, I didn't want to use that fairy yet. I didn't want to use that fairy yet. I wanted to keep it with me forever. It was going to be my best friend, and I just wasted it. I just wasted it trying to get this thingy, and it's still too far away. Please work, I'm asking nicely. There we go. That was way more complicated than I remember it being. It wasn't complicated at all, it was just time consuming. And we all know me, I have no patience. Patience is a good virtue, yes, but it's a boring virtue. Virtue's a funny word. I'm easily amused. We go over this direction and we want to do... Well, there's probably a bunch of other ways you could solve this as well. That should not work. That should not work, but I will gladly take it. I will gladly take that and sell it for a nickel. We will name that nickel Phillip. Is there anything else in the shrine? I don't think so. Okay. It's just in. Lady Garrett, you cannot climb stairs. Hey, Hestu, how's it going, man? Shalaka! So we meet again. I want to go home to Korok Forest, but I've lost my way. According to the folks at the stable, this area is Central Hyrule. Son loco, that means Korok Forest is still much farther north. Well, since I'm already here, I may as well stay a while and relax. Ah, wait a minute. I didn't know that smell anywhere. It's a Korok seed! You've collected a Korok seed from the forest children. Yeah, I've collected quite a few of them. If you give me Korok seeds, I'll expand one of your stashes. Which one will it be? I'm gonna improve my weapon stash. It is very useful to upgrade all of them, and we certainly will be upgrading every single one of them before the end of this Let's Play, but I find myself focusing more on the weapon stash than anything else because those are the ones that you pick up most throughout the series, throughout the game or something like that. Expand the ban weapon stash, Shalaka. So then, do you want to expand another stash? And we'll be fast forwarding, upgrading the rest of these, so... Fast forward! Oh, we no longer have 64 Koroks. How sad. Duh! What? I think I remember how to get back to the Korok Forest. Maybe I'll head back now. I bet Grandpa's waiting for me. Thanks for the Korok seeds. I'm off to the Korok Forest. Come visit me there sometime. Anything else you want to say? I think I remember back to the Korok Forest. It's all thanks to you. I'll definitely make it home to the Korok Forest this time. I'll see you there in Korok Forest. Alright, so it was nice to see Hestu again. He's always a really fun character. And now we're gonna go get our pony. Yay, we have a pony. It's always really funny when the horse is coming right at you, but you don't time pressing the button correctly and it just runs right past. Alright, so as we go across this area, this is long overdue. The horseback music is easily one of my favorite songs in the entire game. I've already praised the Hateno music that we saw when we were exploring Hateno Village. So before we do anything, I want to go save that lady. Well, that's a little unfortunate. Alright, let's go talk to her. Whew, I was so nervous for a minute there. Thanks for the help. Energizing honeyed apple. I like watching the river flow by. Is that just a crime? Seeing the water stream so peacefully makes it hard to believe the great calamity really happened. Then monsters attack out of nowhere, and I think, oh, right, time to get back to the stable. Whatever. Anything else you want to say? Typical, just typical. I try to have a day out, just watching the river go by, and now I'm going back to the stable. I feel so bad for her. She just wanted to watch the river, and these stupid monsters were being mean. Alright, so now we've taken care of that. Going back to what I was talking about a moment ago, I've praised the music in this game before, even if the soundtrack isn't quite as memorable as something like Skyward Sword or Majora's Mask or something like that. I love the music for this game. I've already praised the Hatuna music that we saw in Hatuna Village. We haven't seen my favorite song in the game yet, and it won't be for a while. But the music that plays when you're on horseback is my third favorite song in Breath of the Wild. So I'm going to shut up for a moment so you can finally listen to it. And now we've come across another stable, the Wetland stable. And there is another shrine over here. Most of these stables are going to contain quite a few side quests. We've already seen an example of this with the Dueling Peak stable, how we saw the Mystical, the Great Bandit side quest there. More often than not, there's usually going to be at least one side quest for you to go look for at these stables. We're not taking care of them right now, though. We'll save that for another time. But as for right now, let's go inside this shrine as well. Shields from water, Kaya 1 shrine. Hooray for editing! Sorry about that, I was looking over my notes. It took a little while to pull up because there's 400 pages worth of notes for this Let's Play, so yeah, it could be a little hard to find something when I decide last minute I'm going to take care of a shrine now. I was going to save this one for later, but I decided to do it now because we're already here and it just makes sense to do it right now. So we go over this direction, and what we want to do, there's going to be a bad guy right there, so... Haha, you're no match for my awesomeness. Something worth mentioning is that you may remember this from a few videos back in the playlist, if you're watching in that order. There was this one moment where I was trying to find an ancient core. This shrine, as well as the other one that I ended up going for in that video, were the two shrines that I was considering doing for that episode. So, yeah, that's a fun thing. If you don't even know what I'm talking about, there was this one side quest where I needed to get a bunch of Guardian materials, and the guy that I thought sold them apparently never actually sells them until you find one yourself. And nobody ever bothered to mention that in any of the websites that I was using as a research for this Let's Play. We have some Guardian Scouts over there, so we're going to want to do that. That wasn't the one that I was aiming for. I'm actually going to take this time to go take a picture of this guy, because I'm going to need that for the Hyrule Compendium. One thing that I'll say that I'm really happy about this game compared to Wind Waker is that Wind Waker is kind of weird with its Nintendo Gallery thing, because for those of you who don't know, that game has a similar thing to the Hyrule Compendium, where you can get pictures of things to turn into figurines. That was one of the big things that kind of bothered me about that Let's Play, because I decided to wait to do those for a bonus video, and I instantly regretted that, because some of them were only available during certain moments in the game, which means that I have to replay through the entire game again to get some of those pictures. Thankfully, this game doesn't really have that. There are still a few where, if you don't get them when you have the chance to do it, you're not going to be able to get them ever again. But there's not nearly as many of those as there were in Wind Waker. I can only really think of one off the top of my head, but even then I'm going to have to double check that anyway, because I don't actually remember if that's true or not. Anyway, we get another Spirit Orb, and now we have 10 of them. Something worth mentioning is that, technically speaking, the two shrines that we've taken care of in this video are both located in 2 different regions. We will not be going for the towers in these regions right now. There is one that I will be taking care of before the end of the video, but the ones for this region in particular, at least the one, at least I think that's the tower. Yeah, it's not the one that we'll be taking care of for a little while. So, let's go save this other lady. Take care of you. Come on, come on. Ooh, what's this? Spiked Tobacco Club. Not too bad. And now we defeated you. And let's go talk to the lady. You look exactly the same as the other lady. Are you the same person? Whew, thanks. I might have been that thing too without you. What do I have to give you in return? How's this? Tough mushroom omelets. Yummy. Eggs don't usually agree with me, but I'll take it. Saved again. Am I so wrong for just wanting to sit by the— You are the same lady! We had to save you twice in the same video! Whatever. We had to save you twice in the same video. I would say you're worse than Princess Peach, but that's kind of a long shot because, well, okay. I was just playing Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, not too long ago, and I fell off my horse. I was playing Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga not too long ago, and my goodness, there's this one part that legitimately made me quit the game for like a year or so, where you're trying to escort Peach through a desert, and if she's off screen for literally a second, then she gets kidnapped. It's like, oh my goodness, Peach, you can destroy people in Super Smash Brothers. You can fight people like Shulk or Bayonetta or things like that in Smash Brothers. You're capable of fighting. Why do you get kidnapped all the time? I know Smash Brothers isn't exactly canon in the world of Mario, but still! I think we may have taken a wrong turn because it's heading straight for the castle, and that's not where I want to go at the moment. Instead, I'm going to head over towards the volcano. Oh, that sunrise. That sunrise is so pretty. This is such a pretty game. I've ever mentioned how much of a pretty game this is because it is such a pretty game. No! Okay, I wasn't expecting to see this thing, but this is a blue Hinox. This is another type of field monster that we've not yet seen yet. We've seen a Stone Talus, but we haven't seen a Hinox yet, so this is going to be an interesting experience. What you want to do is, you want to have your bow and arrow out. That is not a good sign at all. We only have like 9 arrows. And we already wasted one. Oh boy. What you want to do is that you want to have the arrow shoot the Hinox's eyeball. And then we want to go all stabby and things like that. Now we could do that, but another good strategy that we can do if we're limited on arrows like I am right now, you can call your horse over towards you, and you want to go over here. Let's go fight you. You can go like this where you can attack by running around quickly on your horse, because the Hinox more often than not will not be fast enough to chase you on horseback. So you can attack like that as well. But you need to be careful because this also puts your horse in danger, and your horse can die if you're not careful. So the Hinox itself has a couple different attacks that it can do. It will try to swipe at you, it will growl at you like that. That's not actually an attack, but I rarely ever see that. Come on, come on, come on. Be careful. I'm really nervous about this. I don't like fighting a Hinox this early on in the game, because, especially right now, because we don't have a whole lot of arrows. And also, this is a heavily wooded area, and the Hinox is especially dangerous in a forest. We haven't quite seen why yet, but just keep that in mind. Also, I just realized that the laundry machine is going off in the other room. I'm really hoping that doesn't pick up on the mic. Come on, come on, come on. The Guardian Spear is almost destroyed. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, can we aim at that at the eyeball? No! You're not doing that attack right now! No! 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 You're not doing that. Okay. Yeah, the Hinox can throw a tree. It can throw a freaking tree. That's not nice. Did I just seriously jump right into that? Boy, I'm nervous about this. I am very, very nervous about this. Hinoxes aren't usually that bad, but like I said, we don't have a lot of arrows right now. And now we're dead. Okay, we can do this. We fought a Guardian before. We were very lucky when we fought the Guardian, but we did fight one before, so I have confidence that we can do this. I believe we can fight a Hinox right now. It might not be a good idea, but I'm going to try. And trying is the first step towards failure, and failure is always an option. Words of wisdom from Lady Air to you. So one trick that you can do with the Hinox is you can wait for its arm to go back down. Eventually we'll be able to get there. You want to be very stealthy when you do this, so it might be a good idea to get the stealth armor from the Kakariko village shop. I didn't get that right now because it's very expensive, and I literally just bought a house not too long ago, so yeah, we can't exactly afford that right now. So if you do this right, eventually when the Hinox scratches its belly like that, then you can sneak up on it and steal the weapons on its necklace. And stabby, 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 stabby! And we already broke the spear. Okay, let's do this. Come on, pony. Come on, pony. You ran into a tree. Real horses don't run into trees very often. Don't be a waffles. Nobody wants to be a waffles. So when you're on horseback, having a spear on hand is definitely the weapon of choice because you'll have longer range. Raisin, what are you stuck on? Raisin, go, 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 go. What were you stuck on? We were out of arrows. I guess you were stuck in that wagon a moment ago, but now you're not. Destroy you. Okay, come on, we can do this, we can do this, we can do it, we can help the Cinderella. Going like this will definitely take a little bit longer than fighting it normally, but another good strategy with, if I could do this properly, I meant to have one of these things out. Another good strategy about having the horse with you is that you can always jump off the horse and do the slow motion attack like this. Whee! We can go like that, and that's usually a good strategy. Although, keep in mind that you likely won't always have a horse with you whenever you're going to fight a Hinox, so just be careful about that. When the Hinox's health is very low, you definitely want to be careful, because When you have the bow and arrow out like this, the Hinox will start covering its face because it's finally learned its lesson, which is going to make it a bit harder to fight. But using the tried and true formula of fighting on horseback, we can still go like this because the slow motion is slow enough for us to be able to do that. So let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. You almost defeated, you almost defeated, you almost defeated, you almost defeated. Yes! We defeated the Hinox! We destroyed the Hinox! We have triumphed over the evil of this world! And we also get one of the grossest materials in the game. I don't like that one. Okay, I have a slight phobia about blood and gore and things like that, and that's kind of one of the more gruesome parts of this game, so I'm not a big fan of that. But now that we've taken care of all that, it's time to go onwards. We've triumphed over a Hinox, we could triumph over anything. So now that we're back on the correct road, you've got a reference point for where we are, the shrine where— that's a bokoblin, and they're chasing me. You want my autograph? Aw, well, too bad! You were a little too close for the comfort there. You've got a reference point for where we're at, the stable that we were at a moment ago. The Wetland stable is not too far off over there. So now we'll be going over this direction. And we can see that the volcano is getting pretty close. If we really wanted to, we could go over in that direction. It's probably not a good idea to do that right now, though. So we're waiting until a little bit later to take care of that. But as for right now, we'll continue on over here. And there's a bridge over there. That's fancy. Bridges are interesting. Another shrine over there, but we've already gotten sidetracked with 2 shrines already, so I don't feel like getting sidetracked with any more. As for right now, I think our next objective will be taken care of. I think I'm going to go for that tower over there. Hyrule Ridge is over there, and Zora's Domain and the Akkala region are this way. But let's go talk over to this dude right here. What do you have to say? Yo. Hey man, what's that? You dying for some shield surfing action, that is? Shield what now? Chill out, my man. You don't need to worry about the details. My best bud is standing over there beneath that tree. He can show you the ropes. So get up there or not, my man? Totally. Epic! That's the spirit! After all, shields were made to be surfed on. That was the sole purpose of invention. Everybody knows that the shield was made specifically for surfing. It wasn't made for defense or anything like that. Hey man, nice to see you stop by. Sorry about Finn's strong-arming into coming up here, hey? It's cause we're members of the shield surfing gang, the Shield Breakers. Him and me are the only 2 members, though. You just gotta live the experience, the lifestyle, if you will. Yeah, shields were made to be surfed on. Oh, and if you don't have your own shield, we've got some lying around here you can buy if you wanna. If people don't start buying them soon, this gang will go out of business. So there's a couple shields that we can buy, if we can talk to the dude. Looking for a shield. One shield, a decent choice. For shield surfing, sure. How's about 30 rubies? I don't think I need a wooden shield. Did I? I accidentally bought it. I meant to press the B button, but I pressed the A button instead. What's this one right here? Looking for a shield? The Knight Shield. A sturdy choice, sir. It's 300 rubies. I cannot afford that. Alright, so let's talk to you instead. Now, Cho-Cho's. Now, go away. Go away, Cho-Cho. If you slide down to the west of here, it's a smooth ride even for beginners. Alright, let's go. Don't be shy, just shred it up, and keep buying more shields. Go away! So, we now have a new shiny shield, so now we can go down here and whee! That's so much fun. I love shield surfing in this game. Before we move on, there is one more thing that I like to take care of with these people. So if we go over here, we can check out this shield. Looking for a shield? The Knight Shield, a sturdy choice, sir. Perfect for shredding, my man. How about 300 rubies? Rock solid, man. The shield right there won't easily break, that's for sure. Oh, speaking of not breaking, have you heard of the Hylian Shield? Everyone in the surfing scene covets that bad boy. It's clearly commissioned by the royal family or something. Its sturdiness makes it perfect for shield surfing too. You don't really see them around these days, but rumor has it there's one in Hyrule Castle. Though no one has ever gone there and returned in one piece. So, there might be a shield that might be interesting located in Hyrule Castle, so that might be worth a look at some point. But not right now. So that's basically everything you can do with these two people. You can go over here and buy shields if you want. This is one of the very few places in the game that will actually sell a shield, so that's a big reason why I wanted to come into this area. I do believe that there are proper minigames in Breath of the Wild that have shield surfing. I don't think these guys would ever give you a reward or anything like that. It's just mostly a shield shop. Unfortunately, there's no... Actually, there is a shrine over there that we could do right now that'll help us get back over there quicker. But as for right now, we're not taking care of that. Because the video's kind of the recording session is kind of going on for a little while, so I think after we take care of this tower, that's where we'd be calling it for this episode of Breath of the Wild. So let's continue on over here, and eventually we'll be able to get over there. There's a lot of stuff over here as well. Like, there's obviously a shrine right there, and it's kind of bothering me that we're not taking care of them immediately as we see them, but I really want to be more organized with this series. So, without further ado, let's go talk to this person. I can tell you've trained your body well. I'd say you're familiar with both the sword and bow, correct? That's a good skill set. Why don't you join the Yiga clan? Yiga clan? What? You don't know? Fine, I'll tell you. The Yiga clan, it's a powerful, brave group of warriors founded by Master Koga dedicated to defeating a hero thought long dead.
I will take your life.
This is a Yiga clan member. We've heard a few things about these people before, but this is our first instance of actually seeing one, so you definitely want to be careful. And as I said earlier in the Let's Play, stranger danger is very much a thing in Breath of the Wild, and this is the big reason why. Random travelers on the overworld that do not have a proper name or anything like that, they will attack you more often than not. They will usually always drop a banana and some rubies, so you definitely keep that in mind. They can be pretty dangerous if you're not expecting them, and there are definitely some Yiga clan members that will be very powerful, that will definitely destroy you if you're not well prepared, so definitely keep that in mind. If you don't want to fight them, then try to avoid talking to anybody who doesn't have a proper name or a traveling merchant or something like that. Avoid those people if you can. If you're not, then just be careful. This lady right here, though, I believe she's okay. Hey, it's kind of weird seeing a Hylian around here. Me, I'm a peddler, so I'm free to go where the wind takes me, or the waves, or whatever. Yeah. Oh, let me introduce myself. I'm Doma. Nice to meet you. The Zora along Zora River have been telling Hylians to go see Prince Sidon. The prince is waiting over at Indigo Bridge, waiting to greet any Hylians who show up. Yeah, I met that so-called Prince Sidon. Thing is, he ain't no good. First thing he says to me, he says, I've been watching you. And then he says, what's her name? Can you believe that heat? I don't need it. So I ran away from him and all that noise. Now here I am. So yeah, if you want to see a freak show, go visit Prince Sidon. Though I doubt he'll go for you since you're not a looker like me. Do you see anything else? Are you in Zora's domain? Since you got a sword and stuff, you'll probably be fine. Just watch out for a creepy guy calling himself a prince. Alright, so we could go over this direction. I believe this is the path to Zora's domain, but that's not where we're going right now. I'm going to want to climb this mountain. And I'm really hoping that what happened during a practice recording session doesn't happen here, because it started raining when I was in this area. Wasn't a very pleasant experience at all. Like I've mentioned plenty of times throughout our adventure, climbing and rain don't go hand in hand. And it's raining now, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It's raining. Thankfully, well, it doesn't seem to be raining that much. It seems like it's more so raining in that area over there. There's another shrine over there we could take care of, but I don't want to. I know it's probably driving a few people crazy that we're not taking care of shrines immediately when we find them. But here's the thing, I'm trying to be as organized as possible when we do look for shrines. Like, I am trying to get them on a region-by-region basis. The big reasons why I took care of the two that I did earlier in this episode was because they were right next to stables, which is going to be very useful. The rest of the shrines in these regions that we've seen so far, yeah, we're going to wait to take care of them until we're a bit more better prepared to take care of all the ones in a specific region at once. Rude! Get away from me! I really wish I still had my fairy, but I don't anymore, and that's depressing. That was amusing. Alright, so we can go over this direction, climb up the ladder. It's the ladder of our destiny! We're climbing the corporate ladder. We're gonna get that promotion pretty soon. Yay! And there's some ore deposits right there that I want to go get. Nah, I'll get those off screen. And now we've reached the LANAYRU Tower. So that's basically the big obstacle with trying to get to this tower here. There are a bunch of enemies down there, and there are a lot of enemy camps in this area. If you want to get a lot of materials, then yeah, go for it. I'm not going to be taking care of those right now, though, because I kind of don't want to. This video's kind of been going on for a little while anyway, so I don't really see the need to fight all those enemies. But again, you're free to do that if you wish. There's not a whole lot over here that's really worth getting, though. Like if there's a Korok, then yeah, we'll take care of that when we go for the LANAYRU Korok episode. Probably should wait for the stamina to fully recharge before we actually start climbing. I'm very tempted to heal right now, but I don't remember if activating a tower heals you like it would if we were at the end of a shrine. There are definitely some other towers that are a lot more dangerous to climb, like the one that we saw for the Hatuna region tower. That one was obviously a very difficult one to climb because of all the thorn bushes everywhere. But there are other ones in the game that are going to have enemies surrounding them that are not going to be the easiest things in the world to conquer. We've now reached the top, and there's nowhere left to go but down. Also, points to get the reference. I kind of hope you get that reference, considering I Let's Play that game twice on this channel. Alright, so good to know. Activating a tower doesn't heal you, so we should probably eat something before we do anything else. Last thing we do in this video is that we're going to talk to this guy. Wow, I can't believe it! Excuse me. Yes, you. I am Grove of the Zora. It is apparent that you are a traveler, but may I ask what brought you up here? I could ask the same. How very astute of you. An excellent query indeed. I, by order of Prince Sidon of Zora's Domain, am searching for a Hylian. Or I was, but then I fell asleep. I woke to a loud noise and awful quaking, and now here I am. I'd like to get down and be on my way, but I'm simply too high up. I need to figure something out. Prince Sidon is down at the bridge below, but for some reason I cannot seem to catch his attention. But you are a Hylian, yes? Well then, my luck is improving. Prince Sidon, I found one! I found a Hylian! Prince Sidon doesn't seem to notice my struggle. Perhaps I should swallow my fear and jump to the river below. Then I could have returned to him. He must be worried sick. No, can't do it. I'm too high up. I'll likely meet the gods of the ever after before I ever see Prince Sidon again. Mr. Hylian, I must apologize. It will be some time before I can get back to Prince Sidon. Please, you must leave me here and go on ahead. Now that we've taken care of all of that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Your options on where to go next. You can continue on the path that we're currently on right now and continue onwards towards the Akkala Research Tech Lab. But it kind of seems like everyone around this area is kind of urging us to go onwards and head to Zora's domain to talk to Prince Sidon. We haven't seen him yet for ourselves though, so who knows, maybe you're curious and you want to go check that out for yourself. If you're watching this Let's Play when it's still brand new, then that's going to take a little while to actually happen, but hooray for options. You can also look for the Korok seeds across the LANAYRU region as well, or you can ignore all of that and go straight for Ganon. Ooh, spooky. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'll be later to you, and where would you like to go to next?